Yo, what's up everyone? Kyriosyuudai here, and we just had the 1.5 anniversary stream. There's a ton of stuff to unpack, but I'm pretty much going to wrap it up in a nutshell. Hit the chapters down below and go make yourself a nice cup of coffee because this might take a while. It spilled all over my lap. All right, let's start with the biggest change, shall we? The actual drop rate is going from a 2.5% to a 3%. Now, I wasn't able to confirm otherwise, but I still think when you're pulling on a banner, it's still probably 0.7%. But that's really nice that they're going to increase it. Now, I get why they are increasing it because they're adding a ton more characters, right? But that is still very nice to be able to see that they are compensating. And you might think that 0.5% isn't a lot, but it is a ton, right? Like that should increase your 3-star drop rates when you're pulling on all these banners. Next up, we do have the Yuka and the Miyu ASMR session. So take those headphones, bump up that volume, and get ready to purr. Seriously, you can just take my wallet. I will download that podcast right now. I don't even like ASMR personally. I'll still do it. We'll all still do it. I guarantee you'll do it. That's pretty exciting. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, let's start off with our first limited new summer unit, which is Summer Hoshino. Now, I do have some notes, and we do see that she is still up front. She is now an explosive unit, which is pretty interesting. So now I'm wondering where her use case really would be. I'm wondering if they're going to introduce a lot more new bosses, right? Because even with insane mode, it doesn't really change the dynamic of the characters we have too much, but it kind of does. So her EX skill does a AoE attack buff around Hoshino. So it's kind of like a swirl whirlpool, and your allies have to be in it. Now that does stack with Kotama, because since it is a area of effect aura, they do stack when they typically don't, and they're both an EX skill. Also, if they are red students, so we're looking at probably a new introduction to Hero Nimbus and maybe even Kaiten. If they are red students, that effect is doubled. Now, her passive skill is really cool. It gives you both attack and defense. So that's pretty interesting. And then her sub skill is also really interesting. While your EX is going on, which by the way, your EX lasts 50 seconds and an EX 6 costs. While your EX is going on, it will speed up your CP regeneration. So think of like a Torino without having to do EX. I guess it'd be more of like a Hifumi, and casting out the chicken and then getting that EX increase. So it'll be really interesting to see where we plug and play this character in. Okay, so here's some gameplay. Normal attack skill. This is her EX skill. That's adorable. And you can see that aura around here, right? Like, so she has this 50-second aura on how she supplies that attack bonus and any other bonuses that she has with that. All right, next up on the list, we do have Summer Shizuko. Now, that is a 1-star. This is the free unit, also not a limited unit, so you can probably get this unit at any time. They'll probably be free in the shops and all that goodness. Now, I don't know all the exact abilities of a Summer Shizuko, but I do know most of them. I know that the EX skill does allow you to move 4 allies around and shield them, so acts as a little bit more of a healer. Her passive skill increases heal power, so that increases the shield power. And then her sub skill increases attack of an ally. So she does supply a lot of support. I don't know where you're really going to use her, except that she may be used in PvP, because being able to move 4 allies around and shield them and then increase the attack power of an ally, pretty good in my opinion. All right, so we have some gameplay here. What is that? I don't even know what that is. It's like a snow cone. Pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Now I'm wondering why does she stay on the battlefield like that? So If you know the answer to that, hit me up in the comments down below. I would love to hear that. Let's move on to the next character. Next one we have is Summer Izuna, and I am really digging this Fox Summer skin. Pretty damn good. All right, guys. So we have Summer Izuna. She is a front. She is a mystic. Her EX skill does damage to one target and then debuffs the target with crit damage resistance. I hope I got that right. On that target. Now, what's really interesting is her normal skill, which I don't know what the cooldown on the normal skill is, or I couldn't figure that out. But it also gives you crit resistance down. So she not only does crit damage resistance down, kind of like Torino, but she does crit resistance down. So she makes it so not only that she crits and crits harder, everyone else in your team crits and crits harder. That's an amazing combo. Now, her passive is attack speed. We do love attack speed. She is on that machine gun, or like that Uzi or whatever that thing is called. So it attacks really fast. And this has something to do with increasing crit damage. I think it's depending on how many times you use your EX, or if you use your EX, you get increased crit damage. I don't know 100%, but that's roughly around what that is. So she seems like a really interesting unit. Now, what's really interesting is that they didn't change her element at all, really. It's surprising that we have Izuna Mystic and then Izuna Mystic. So I wonder if the new like meta for like Shirokuru is going to be like Wakamo, Summer Azusa, Izuna or something. I don't even know. Like, who knows, right? It's going to be crazy. Let's see what her animations look like. All right, here we go. All right, she did some bubbles. Oh, smash. Oh, I like that. That's a cool animation. Really enjoy that one. That was pretty good. Really do enjoy that. All right, and as our final unit, we do have Summer Chise. Now, she is still a mystic. She is still a middle. Her EX now changes to a stun. It is AoE. I think it hits about 3 targets and does stun them. What's really nice is her passive synergizes with her EX skill. So whenever the EX skill lands on a target, it also applies a cold dot to them. Her passive skill is increases attack. So everything about her kit looks pretty good. I don't know exactly where I'd place her, but stuns are always a good thing. And maybe in PvP, I don't know. I don't know what the cost. I think this is a 3 cost EX or 3 target. It might be higher than 3, maybe a little bit more than that. Let's see what her animations look like. All right, here we go. Let's see it in action. 1, 2, 3. Wow, I like it. I like that. I like that animation a lot. So that's all the new characters. Let's move on to the next part. Next part. For the 1.5 anniversary, they do have a brand new package, and that package does include an Akko. Because Akko is so important, they had to give her her own package for people to have Akko. They're pretty much telling you, if you are Akko less, or you start the game after Akko came out and you do not have Akko, you can't even do half the raids on a competitive level, right? So they pretty much made a package that said, okay, listen, we're going to make a little package on giving everyone an Akko, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. My cat is messing with me right now. Give me a second. Coming back to it. PINA is getting a live 2D. I think she's the first 1-star that has a live 2D. I actually think that's wrong, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head at the time of this recording. But I'm happy to see her getting a live 2D because PINA's amazing. She's amazing. Now, you may not be using her, depending on all the characters you pulled, but we may end up using her as soon as we get to like PINA Insane, and you might have to do 2 teams, 3 teams, whatever again. She might come back out of the woodwork. So I'm glad that she's getting herself a nice little live 2D. Apparently they have a Twitter campaign talking about getting a 10 pull. Now, I do not have this. I'm going to see if I can find the screenshot of the next 10. There's another 10 pull event going on. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Yes. All right. So we found it. Okay. So they have another summon event. And I think this is the first summon event they've really ever done. But they're essentially giving you a 10 pull every single day, starting on 7/25. Obviously, we're going to get this later in global. But I hope we get this later in global. But you get a 10 pull every day, and then on the final day, you get a 20 pull. Now, I wonder if that's going to be on like its own unique banner, or maybe it's probably just going to be on the normal banner. Hopefully, it comes out at the same time as that summer Hoshino comes out, which, by the way, they're giving summer Hoshino a 5-day banner, and then upping her rate to upping that banner's rate up to like 6%. So they're going to do a similar thing that they're doing to Wakamo. But that's a really nice addition to that. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm just going to quickly scroll through this. I'm going to give you guys some more TLDRs. We're getting some new furniture for our cafe. That's cool. Some new login events. Getting some more pyros, which is great. Some exclusive interactions, apparently. Or some more interactions, I should say. Oh, they're showing the interactions. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Yes. Yes. I want the fan that's on Summer Chise. I want it. I need it. It's funny. Look at that. Izuna is just falling into the ice cream bin or whatever that thing is. That's cool. I love that. Talking about a few other things, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. Don't know what that is. Maybe a live 2D thing. So it looks like they're adding version D to the scrimmage. Right, so they're going to be relying more on those unique equipments and giving you more resources, since we're going to get up to the D. Moving on. Some new gifts, it looks like. Blazing on through. There's that 3-star we talked about. There is some new packages you can buy, give or take. I don't know if these are weekly or one times. They look like one times to me. Get some LFs, get some pins for some unique equipments. I know they are changing up the monthly package a little bit. They're giving it an AP reduction. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so they're giving it an AP reduction here for some of the events. So if you're buying both the monthly packages, they're essentially taking away the AP requirement. That's a nice little change. I do really enjoy that. All right, and then the final thing I want to point out, which they apparently have a new animated short, and I am super excited about this. I mean, it looks really clean. I want them to come out with an anime. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for it. Bring our girls from Blue Archive into an anime, right? They go fight some raids and some different factions and stuff like that. My body is ready for that. And this looks super cool and super clean. I'll have a link in the description down below to the actual video of this whole animation. Highly suggest you guys check it out. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
日差しがポカポカ夏の海フィーバーだねここでも出番かほらほらそんな硬くならないで 舞台が海でもお祭り運営委員会は止まりませんよ。さあお召し上がりください。
All right, guys, I'm sure I missed some things in there. I kind of breezed over a lot of it, but it's really just to get you excited about the new 1.5, which means that we're getting close on global to the 1-year anniversary. So we're about, if we're on an acceleration, right, we're about 5 months out. I want to say we're about 5 months out from the 1.5 anniversary. We'll see what happens, though. We are starting to catch up. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited about any of this? Was some of it super exciting? You can go watch the live stream. I'll have the link in the description down below to that as well. If you guys have not liked and subscribe, please like and subscribe. I do appreciate you, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out. Fist bump from me to you.